Hey yo, welcome to the 280 Plus podcast. I'm your host, Los Def, and I'm here with a beautiful, special guest. I don't know. I just, I'm complimentary. So, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, it is Shy. Real name is Shina. I'll go by Shy. I am the owner of Shineadolls Boutique.
Oh, I like that. I like the name. I like that.
Thank you.
That's good. So, I've been following you for a little while, and I see what you got going on, and I like the positivity. Like, that's one thing I get from you, and just kind of what you put out there. But yo, this week, right? This is a big week for you, big week for me, right? Like, it's Aries Gang. You know what I'm saying?
Nation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our birthday week, and I found that out about you. You know what I mean? Like,
yesterday.
It came up. You know what I mean? And I was like, what? Like, my birthday is in 2 days. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, so, like, I don't know, just, because that's what you say. You was like, Aries Gang, whatever, you know what I mean? And so how much, just in general, like, how much stock do you put into that type of stuff, like your sign and stuff like that?
I used to actually study astrology, like, real hard body.
Okay.
I'm not really big on it anymore. I am just big on, I'm not religious. I don't practice any special religion, but my relationship with the Most High is very relational. Okay. And sometimes I feel like the things that are in astrology and horoscope, they do kind of align with things.
Okay.
But not real big on practicing it.
Okay, not practicing it. All right, because I think a lot of times, people, I always look at astrology as like a thing that where like we either use it to boost us up, or at times we kind of maybe use it as our crutch to not like grow as people. And what I mean is because, like words mean stuff, you know what I mean? And they, that you speak them almost into existence. So like, whenever you look up any astrology, sign, whatever, there's positive characteristics, right? Everybody got their positive ones. So like when you see those things, you start to like take ownership of those things. Like, yeah, like I'm independent, or I'm this, I'm that, whatever. And right. Then I feel like a lot of times then people, if things are going wrong, they'll blame it on something like, oh, because there's also negative characteristics of each sign, you know what I mean? They be like, oh, well, I'm selfish because, you know what I mean, whatever, instead of like trying to become a better, you know what I mean? Like, I feel, you ever notice that? Like, I noticed that a lot, you know what I mean? People just kind of like,
with astrology, I think that whoever created all of the signs and the things that are said about all 12, I do think that there is some truth that that coincides with it, but I don't follow it wholeheartedly.
Okay, yeah.
I do believe in the laws of life, like the laws of attraction. What you put out, you do get back. I do believe that whatever you think, you do manifest.
Okay.
And I do believe in those things.
Yeah. I can dig that. I mean, I can dig that, but I think sometimes, because of course, I want to play into all those positive characteristics. You know what I mean? And we the first sign and all that, and I feel like we the leaders, and it's
on it.
It can be a good thing. Yeah, I mean, it could be a real good thing, and but sometimes people like. Have you ever found yourself distancing yourself from somebody because of their sign? Because you see people, maybe it's women particularly, right? They be like, oh, we don't mess with them Scorpios, or we don't mess with them. They'll say whatever sign. I ain't mean to pick on the Scorpios or nothing like that. And that's the thing. I don't really know nothing about nobody else's sign but mine. Like, I don't really be paying attention to that. So like, that's why I look at it different. Like, it's more selfish for me. Like, it ain't, like, what's for me is for me, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I don't think about all that other stuff. So what's your experiences with that? Like,
I do think that there are similarities in people that are like Pisces, or similarity to people that are Aries. Like, they say about us that we are like firecrackers,
Yeah.
that sometimes we are self-centered,
Yeah.
that,
I do a podcast every week, so obviously, like, right? Like, what I mean?
I do think that there are similarities, but I don't ever want that to shadow over someone's individual character. People are who they are. They are not the sign that they are.
Okay.
But I do think that some of the things said about them when asked, like, are you this? Or if you know their birthday, you'd be like, oh, I can see why they act.
Yeah. Like if somebody tells me something, or like they notice a pattern, and like they point it out, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, whatever. But like I don't look at like, because if you tell me your birthday, like I said, I'm worried about myself, so I don't even be knowing. Like I would have to look up a chart, you know what I mean? Be like, oh yeah, you're this, whatever. Like I don't, So, but I just thought it was funny. So have you ever, like, so you said, I said this in yourself, but even in dating, or like, have you like avoided certain signs? Like nah, or
yes.
Or do you have any signs that for you that's like, no, I'm not messing with that?
Libras.
Oh, why is that? Tell us. Like,
I've had encounters with, and not many, but I've had encounters with Libras, and not just in a personal relationship, like every kind of companionship, friendship, anything.
okay.
They all kind of are similar.
Okay. Well, what is that's what I'm saying. Like, tell us, what is it about that are similar? Like, you gotta, like,
Stubborn.
Okay.
Want things their way.
Okay.
Let's see.
Ain't that kind of like us though? Don't we kind of
compulsive,
okay.
like psycho a little bit. I mean, I'm just
Ooh.
saying, like,
yeah,
anybody that's watching this, if you're a Libra, if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Let it fly. Yeah. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what's up. Again, I don't got nothing for you. Like, I don't be like, yeah, yo, these girls are like, ladies, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. But I'm an Aries, and whatever you think
it's true what they say about us Aries?
Well, sometimes, yeah, but they be making it seem like we don't got no heart, like we don't love, like, and I'm like, we love hard. I feel like when we love hard.
We love
like,
hard. That is a statement said about us, and it's
true. You know what I mean? Like we might not always. I guess. What are some things that you were kind of alluding to when you said true about us? Like, what things are you talking about? Or think about?
I think that when they say that we are the fire sign, we are the first sign. So of course we like to be first in everything that we do.
Yeah.
I think that when they describe us as being competitive, I don't think it's necessarily towards the other person saying that I'm better than you, but it's to say like, nah, let me show you what I'm about.
And then also too, maybe even like because we like to be better, get better, you know what I mean? So us competing is gonna make me better, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So I would agree with that.
Okay.
So that's what's up. So before we really get started into all this other content, I forgot to do this. Shout out to the audience. This is gonna be episode 54. Officially, when this comes out, it'll be officially a year that I've been doing this, and like I said, man, I appreciate everybody that's been kind of tapped in with me. Just getting everybody, all the collaboration, all the guests, man. Like y'all y'all make this possible too.
Make it possible, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel the love, man. Like it's different because, like, people know me, whatever, but like now they know, like, I feel like, now they know me for something, you know what I mean? That's like a little bit more tangible. And people like, oh, yo, I've been tapping in. And, like I said, all that means a lot to me, man. Like, I don't know if it's cause I'm an Aries and I'm maybe, like you said, I'm self-centered or something like that. And I just like that adulation, you know what I mean? But no, it feels good, man. And I feel like I'm, it's always, I always try to be positive. You know what I mean? We might talk about some stuff that's a little spicy, whatever, but like, it's never no, I don't know, messy, like, you know, negative type of vibe. I don't think so, at least.
Well, sometimes I don't know what your vision is or exactly what your platform is, but sometimes, you know, messy can be fun.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we gonna push the envelope a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, if y'all watching, man, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share with somebody. It goes a long way, man. So let's switch it up, man. And so this week, man, like the talk, the biggest conversation right now. All right, everybody's talking about it. I think some people are tired of talking about it, but it's different. Like, cause I can't go. I got this platform now. Like, I don't go back and forth too much no more. You know what I mean? So I like to talk about it in long form. We could probably break this down a little bit. But Will Smith, man, and Chris Rock, man, like, yo, like the first reaction, I'll just say my first reaction was like, did that really just happen? You know what I'm saying? So, like, first things first, right? Before we get into, you know, is it right or wrong? Is it justified? Whatever. Because then we don't have much to talk about if you don't agree on this. But do you think it was real or was it staged?
I think it was both.
Oh.
I think it was both. Sometimes I feel like, most times I feel like when things are being pushed from a media aspect, and I'm talking about like the bigger umbrella.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like it is, and you may have seen people say it before, but sometimes I do feel like that it is a distraction.
Okay.
However, after it happened, us seeing Tyler Perry and Denzel talk to him on his side, I think there was some realness to the situation. And then for Chris putting out a apology statement to Jada, and just saying about their friendship, I think there may have been something.
Okay.
Just not sure if you know, the way that it panned out, if that was really the agenda.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, I definitely see that's interesting. That's interesting take. I do think it was real. Like, and it looked real to me. Like, I watched it, you know what I mean? I posted it, you know what I mean? All that, whatever. And a couple of reasons why, though. Like, one, it was, neither one of them need any clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, neither one of them need any attention, whatever, money, like, not, like, they don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, Will Smith can post anything and he'll go viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's at that level. You know what I mean? So, like, when people were saying, like, oh, they did it for clout, like, or it's staged, whatever, and I was like, I don't, that part I don't see. You know what I mean? So, all those different factors for clout and all that. But then I thought it was real because, like, just looking at Will's face, like, when he was yelling at him, like, keep my name, like, you could see the tenseness in his face. Like, you know what I mean? He was like I know what that face looks like, you know what I mean, when I'm mad and I'm yelling and, you know, like, and then when Chris kind of like after when he was like trying to present and he kind of messed up his words, I was like, oh yeah, he didn't expect none of that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
And then the fact too that they did blurp out or mute, initially muted what Will was screaming, but then later on unmuted and gave us the uncensored version. Yeah. So it's why I have mixed emotions about it. But if you were to ask me if I only could pick between it being staged or being real, even though I'm on the fence of it, I agree. I think that there was more realness to it than any kind of staged act.
Yeah. So and you know, that it was just wild. And then, like, you know, because then people looking at different angles and they're like, oh, he was laughing at the joke, and I was like, no, I was like, actually, when I watched the extended version, he made a joke about another actor named Javier Bardem and his wife, because they both were nominated. You know what I mean? And he made a joke and he said, if your wife loses, you can't win, Javier. I know you're wishing for Will Smith to win tonight. So so that was the joke, and everybody's So he's laughing at that joke, and then he slipped in that G.I. Jane, you know, he slipped the G.I. Jane joke in there, and it was like, I was like, and then people gasp. Like, if you hear it, people are like, And he was like, what? That wasn't a bad one, whatever. So like, it obviously was in bad taste, you know what I mean? And like, Chris probably felt that because he didn't get the reaction I don't think he thought he might have got. And then he definitely didn't get the reaction he thought he was going to get because.
Out of will.
Like, out of will, like, yo, like, and so like, when people are like, oh, he was like, no, he wasn't, Chris Rock included him in a different joke right before that. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's laughing. And then it was like, he slipped that, and it might have been like, quick, like, oh, wait up. And I just never seen that. I never seen nobody do that. So obviously he's been condemned by a lot of people, and you know, a lot of actors have come out, and comedians have come out, and you know, talking, and they have their narratives on you know, how it was bad and things like that. But what I would say then the next thing is this a case of someone not being able to take a joke, or is it defending your wife's honor? You know what I mean? And what does that look like to defend your wife? You know what I mean?
Well, to answer the first question, I don't think it had anything to do with him not being able to handle a joke, being that he's a comedian himself.
Okay.
And so there's different realms and different levels of making jokes. And I do believe that Will understands him as a comedian first. However, you don't mess with family, period. You don't mess with family. You don't disrespect the queen of the chessboard.
Especially like if it's not a joke that's including him. Like it was a joke. It was a dig at her. Like it wasn't.
It was a dig, right? Right. And I'm so headstrong on women empowerment, and to see Jada's face and the tasteless reaction that she received, she showed that it was just not tasteful to her. Because of that, I didn't just see a face of, I didn't like it. I saw pain. I saw belittling, even if it was not intentional. I saw her be belittled, and it wasn't just, it was on air in front of millions of people. You know, and I just think that I mean, Will, he did what he had to do. Do I agree with the way he handled it? No.
Okay. That's fair, and that's fair. I mean, yeah. So how much of this is on Chris Rock? You know what I mean? Like, so one narrative that people kept talking about was like, yo, didn't he just make a short film, Good Hair?
I kept seeing that. I kept seeing that about the movie.
Yeah, and I do remember that, and it was just like, yo, like he knows, you know, for Black women, hair is part of your identity. It's not all your identity, but it's part of y'all. You know what I mean? It's part of how y'all express yourselves and how y'all feel, and you know, and like, so people was like, yo, he knows those complexities, right? So like, what would make him do that? You know what I mean? Whatever. So like, how much of this is, how much does Chris, I guess he did apologize.
He did apologize, so, but how much is this situation on Chris Rock?
Because like, right, if he doesn't tell the joke, Will Smith doesn't go up there.
Right.
I don't know.
And this is where it gets iffy.
Right.
And it can be personal. People will then try to depict every little thing that you said and judge you solely off of opinion. So I'm going to keep mine very vague.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't believe that Chris deserved to be humiliated in the way that he was, despite what he said about
her,
despite the joke that was said. I feel like that as a people, a community, that we've come so far. And I do feel like, I mean, and it was at the Oscars, and not to say that means anything, but it does. You know, that's an award show that we have not been accepted in, and when I say we, I mean African American.
Of course,
we have not been accepted, or let me rephrase that, minorities. That we have not been accepted so long in such a big award. And so for it to take place on national TV, while being aired in front of millions, I do feel like it just could have been handled a little bit differently. Now, do somebody that Will Smith doesn't even know nor care about my opinion, do I feel like Will handled it wrong? I do.
Okay, yeah.
I very much do feel like he could have went a different route, and yeah.
Okay, and then last thing though is, and this was obviously then another narrative, was that, you know, just how embarrassing this was for black people, for African American people, and my coworker, we disagreed, because at first I was on the adrenaline of it. I was like, oh, that's gangster, like, yo, Eddie Wonder Woman, like I was buying into the hype. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was crazy, because I was like, yeah, man, and part of me was like, I don't care, like, if they don't like that, like, it ain't for us anyway. Like, you know, I was on that time, but then my coworker was like, yo, like, but think about it, man. Think about the award that he won for. You know what I mean? He won for King Richard. You know what I mean? And it was about the Williams sisters and a black story, and you know what I mean? And like, you know, and people brought that up. A lot of celebrities brought it up too. Like I bet the Williams sisters are embarrassed or furious or whatever. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, like to what degree did he set a bad example?
I don't think that they should be embarrassed, because he wasn't acting in the role or the character, because then all the other producers that had hands in all of his movies then would be embarrassed.
Okay.
I think it was more so himself, Will.
Okay.
Who he played or anything like that. And I just, it was tasteless.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, hopefully he, you know, I think the thing is with this is, I don't think it's gonna hurt him too much, you know what I mean? But I think it does, you know, raise some eyebrows. You know, people were saying he was doing it for Oscar ratings. I'm like, I don't think Will Smith cares about that. But he is now facing some disciplinary action from the Academy. They don't
really
know.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it just came out. It was saying, let me see, I have something right here. It said, it was saying like they're starting like their disciplinary like actions, whatever, you know what I mean? So we'll, you know, yeah, we'll see, but yeah, so that's a crazy one, but yeah, hopefully, you know, we put that to bed. Yeah, I mean, he could have did it in private. You know what I mean? He did it. You can't take it back. Two wrongs don't make it right, you know what I mean? So
the only thing that I feel like that it will hurt is the stereotype that they have of minorities to begin with. Like,
okay.
Can't do this or take them anywhere. However, I am in strong agreement with some of the people that I seen comment or make posts about them saying they shouldn't care if it was at the Oscars, like about proving ourselves to the majority. Like, I was totally with that. Like, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Like, you know, at the end of the day, Will felt like his wife was disrespected and he had to do what he did. And, you know, when it comes to protecting your queen, whatever your beliefs are, to make sure that she feels validated and that she feels secure. However, you guys agree on making sure that you got my back. It don't matter at that point. It don't matter what the world thinks, because this is what me and you got. That's how I view it.
Yeah. All right. I like that.
So I still love Will. Shout out to Will Smith.
Yep. Shout out to Will. And we ain't even gonna get into all the side narratives and all that, because, you know, people got stuff to say, how inconsistent, how he should have did this to whoever. I'm not gonna get into all that. But, you know, in that moment, he, like you said, he did what he had to do, and sometimes it go down like that. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so let's get into it. Right? It's just what it is.
Like, it goes down like that.
It goes down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that might be the title of the show. It goes down like that.
It goes down like
right?
that. I like it.
So a lighter topic, right? And this one is, you know, you got to pick one. All right. So this should be, you should have watched. Now, I'm not gonna, you know, we're not gonna try to take each other's black cards, you know what I mean, for not watching some of these movies, because like some of these movies are not my genre. But so let me share the screen with you, right? So you can see it. All right, let's see here. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we got here.
You can only watch 1 year of black movies.
Yes, you can only watch 1 year black movies, and so they list all these different years from 2000 to 2009. So what year? I'm gonna let you skin it for a little bit, but it didn't take me long. Yeah, I mean, I know my year that I'm taking, and it really wasn't too hard, and we can get into that. So what year do you pick, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first while I look over the list because it's kind of small and I don't have my glasses on, so
let me see if I can.
Kind of look cute for the camera.
Okay. Let me see. Can I make it? Well, I put it in full screen, so I didn't. You can't. They can't see you right now. But
okay.
All right. So I picked off the rip. I picked 2002. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there all those other years. There might be one movie or so, like not in the early ones, but like in the later ones, there might be a movie or two I didn't see, or a movie or two that is just not my genre. I feel like 2002, right? You got Paid in Full, you got State Property. That's two street Jones. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a good those are good solid Jones, whatever. Then you got Brown Sugar. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful love story, and it's about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it covers that. Then you got Friday After Next, you know what I mean? Now, that's not my favorite Friday, you know what I mean? But it's a Friday, you know what I'm saying? So like that's lit for me. And then Drumline, you know what I mean? And it's not a sports movie, but yeah, it got that competition, and I like some sports movies, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I went with that. I said, yeah, I could definitely watch those. Like, I mean, 2000. Then I looked, I was like, 2001 is not bad. The only one I think that I don't need to see is Two Can Play That Game. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I guess that's the love story in that one. But I
agree.
I don't need that one though. Right. I don't need. So
2000 is over here struggling. Why they don't watch the movie?
Why they
is gonna struggle?
Yeah, they'll tell me that only 2 black movies came out in 2000, or maybe this person they just ran out. They ran out of ideas. They was like, oh,
that's not your list. You didn't
no. This is no. I got this from social media.
I was gonna pull your card on this.
Heck no. This is not my list. I would no.
Okay. If I was to pick between all 9 years, I'm gonna have to rock with you on the 2002 solely because Paid in Full is like at the top of one of my faves. Brown Sugar. I am a huge fan of Sinai.
Love Sinai.
Yeah, so I mean that's why I kept looking at.
Is that the only Sinai? Is that the only movie with Sinai Lathan in it?
No, Love and Basketball is up.
Oh, Love it. Well, yeah, that's we did that too many like that's played out now, man. I think we killed that one, man.
Yeah. If I was to put together my favorite list, and not to ask me, but I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
If I was to put together my top 5 would be, and so you could tell me if you know what kind of movies I like.
Okay.
I would definitely have 5 Heartbeats.
Okay.
Have
wait, no, 5 Heartbeats ain't on there. You're just
I'm making my own list.
Okay.
But to answer your question, I would rock with 2002 because everything else is just kind of like falling on the corny side a little bit.
Okay.
Like every other year has like 1 or 2 good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's some years in there where I'm like Roscoe Jenkins, but like I don't need 2008. Like, so people say 2005. Now I ain't gonna lie. This you might pull my card because boy was corny at the time. 2005. I was not interested in, and this is one of the biggest movies on here. I was not interested in seeing Hustle and Flow, bro. Like I
didn't even watch it, to be honest.
I didn't watch it. I never saw it. I never seen Hustle and Flow, and that won mad awards. Like that put 3 6 Mafia, like, you know what I mean. That put them in the mainstream, like, you know what I mean. Like they was always, down south, but like that made them like big time. But so yeah, that was fun. But yeah, 2002 is easy. That was easy pick.
2002 was a good pick.
Yeah, that's easy work. All right, so let's move on, man. Let's get a little serious though. I mean, let's talk about you a little bit. So it's our birthday week. We talked about that, right? You know what I mean? So, new year, I don't know, new year, new you, or just new year, better you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every day is a new me. So it's not, I don't live by that new year, new me, new year, better me. Every
Okay.
day is a new day to be better than I was yesterday, and to slowly just kind of crack down on things that I want to accomplish. And it takes energy to manifest and be who you want to be. And I think over the years you're
Okay.
able to see the growth, rather than say this is what you're gonna do, because then
Okay.
if you don't do it, then it's looking like
Okay. Okay. And so, today though, even you posted something pretty vulnerable, you know what I mean? And you posted some facts about yourself, whatever. And I was like, wow, like
did.
it kind of spoke to me a little bit, just because I was like, wow, that's very vulnerable, that's bold. But then also it was the message that you had like underneath of it, and I think it kind of speaks into maybe some of the things that you got going on with your brand and things like that. Just the message that you kind of get out there to people. So I was gonna look at some of these things though on this list. Let me see if I can
Okay.
make it bigger. I don't know. Let me see if I can make
We're
it
bringing
bigger.
it up on the screen. Okay.
Right. Can I make it bigger on here? I think this is the one. I don't know if I'll hold up. Let me. Is this?
It's the only thing that I posted today, so that would be what you're referring to.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. I was trying to zoom in. Okay, here it is. Okay, can we zoom in? No, let me cancel this one. I'm trying to get out. Okay, there it is. Okay, all right. So 10 facts about you. You know what I mean? So we go through some of these things. I don't want to maybe rehash something, but you shared it out. So I was just like, oh wow, this is deep, whatever. So number one, it says you're the youngest of 5. Spent countless days in the soup kitchen. Youngest, okay. I repeat. I wanted to focus on this one because this kind of in my lane, whatever. So he said, I repeated the 8th grade simply due to choices I made. I've always been in high achiever classes. So what happened in 8th grade, girl?
So I am the youngest of 5. I have 3 brothers, 1 sister. So when I was growing up, I grew up in a household where there was a speakeasy being ran. I'm never ashamed of where I come from.
Okay.
Because it is who I am. And like most people, not everyone, but I had a parent that struggled very bad with drug addiction.
Okay.
And so that's why, number one, I spent countless days in that line, because there were times that money, not that we didn't have it, because both of my parents had decent jobs coming up, and my parents are still together to this day.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it did, there were some things that we went through. So I always was around like older people due to being the youngest. So come to middle school, not only was I wanting to be around, and I've not toot my own horn, I don't want to say I was like the popular person, but I was kind of the it people, because there's a lot of it people in my eyes that grew up around the same time as me. But I tend to kind of run with the older crowd.
Okay.
I feel like just because of where I was at mentally.
Okay.
And so my focus was solely on being out, wanting to be with the older people. And when I say hung with older people, I mean like 5-6 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
So they was already either definitely in high school or probably making their exit.
Yeah.
And so school became second to me.
Yeah.
Being in the streets and being known and being in the now was what was the high.
Okay.
That I was experiencing. And so slowly, I just was like, F school. I'm doing this. And so it really hit me when that summer came and I got the letter in the mail saying that I could go to summer school, which I did do.
Okay.
And then I messed up summer school lows.
Oh no! What? You ain't like the attendance? Was it attendance?
attendance. I just stopped going. It was summer, you know.
Yeah, you ain't trying to get up and do homework, or you ain't trying to stay
At
up.
all.
You just trying to, you know how it is too. We grew up in the we grew up in the same town, so like I just know how the summers was back in the day. Like what I mean, we was outside, like like.
Wait, you grew up in York?
Yeah, girl, what you mean? I went. Are you serious? Yeah, I live in Lancaster. Yes, I'm from YC.
Well, I knew that. Listen.
06, your car. Like, what you mean?
Oh, that's your graduating year?
Yeah.
See, mine is 04. And
okay, so you were supposed to graduate 03.
No, I was supposed to graduate 04.
But
and
you went to
you
because you went to youth build. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you said you was like you was the it girl back in the day?
I was not. Let me clarify. So when it's go live, like, no, I was not the it girl. There were a lot of other girls that I admired that was my age, that I wanted to.
Did you grew up out south, or where'd you grow up? South, yeah. I went to Jackson. I only went to 3 schools. I went to Jackson, Hennepin, your car.
I went to McKinley, all of my elementary years. Yeah. I did my first middle school year at Smith, the other 1.5 at Hennepin.
Yeah.
And then I did end up going to the high, and made it to 10th grade, but it bothered me so much. This is when I kind of woke up a little bit.
Okay.
It bothered me a lot when I seen my peers of the real graduating year passing to get to that next, like, senior year.
Yeah.
So I was in 10th. I was failing 10th. And this is because now at this time I'm getting high every day, on bud, just going to go see the weed man, and then I'm just in the street like forget this. And then mind you, you went to your class, so the levels was 3, 4, and 5. All of my classes were 4 and 5. Yep. I had 2 5s, and that was math and English. What are the 2 main
the 2 major ones? Yeah.
And
you said, so that was 10th grade. That was your last year of your car?
Correct.
So you had like Miss Dotson or Miss.
Yeah. I had Jamison.
Okay.
I had Mr. Miller, Miss Mathis.
Okay.
My math was Mr. Miller because at the time in 10th grade I was in algebra 2.
Okay.
And who else did I have? I don't know. Now you really.
Nah, we don't gotta get that deep. We don't gotta get that deep into that. Whatever. So wow. Yeah, I mean, so like and I shared that, whatever. So we're not gonna go down each one of those things, whatever. But like I said, it tells that like a major story of you. So like, what made you today? Like, what made you wake up and say like, we see the purpose of why you did it, but what made you say today is the day? I share that with everybody. Like,
obedience.
Okay.
It was on my spirit to something just said, give more today, of myself. And sometimes you really don't know what that means. It's not always about giving something material or that is like in the flesh.
Okay.
And so I think in this next chapter for me to network and really have people understand who I am, or people to make that connection, like, what, I thought different about her, or just to change the mindset of what people may think. No, this is who I am. This is
okay.
Like I come from, like, we all have something similar, and I said that we just don't know what the similarity is.
Yeah.
So today I was sitting on my couch and I said, just thinking, and I asked the spirit to move me in certain ways sometime, and I listen when it comes, and it just came.
Okay.
Give a breakdown of who you are. And so, that's why I shared that.
Okay, that's deep. That's deep. So one of those things though that's kind of maybe a recurrent thing, whatever, and the theme of it is like just this idea of like mental health, right? And obviously now in society, it's kind of at the forefront now. You know what I mean? Like we're learning more about it. You're hearing more about it, and it's almost becoming like the regular part of like our vocabulary these days. You know what I mean? We talking about anxiety. We talking about trauma. We talking about post traumatic trauma and things like that. Why do you feel like at times though there is so much pushback? Like sometimes I feel like what do you say to people that argue that people aren't being resilient enough, or that they need to push through, or like people that maybe downplay like it's just certain aspects of like mental health? You know what I mean?
I feel like it's been swept underneath rugs too long.
Okay.
I feel like that as a people, especially as a Black woman, that we are always told, but you're strong, you got it.
Yeah.
And that's not always okay. Like, no, I don't always have it. Like, no, it's not okay. Don't deem me because of my ancestors, and yes, they are strong, they did pave a lot of ways, but I'm human. And at the end of it all, I definitely feel like it has come more to the forefront post the pandemic. I do feel like more light has been shined on it, because let's be honest, the pandemic did bring about a lot of mental issues on top of what was already occurring in the world.
That's fair.
And so I don't think that it's fair that people push back on it, but I think that was my main thing too about being transparent, because somebody that looks like they may have it together at all times, they could really be breaking down inside. And I'm a living testimony of that. I suffer depression. I've been diagnosed at 13. However, I've never ever been medicated or took medication for therapist. And fun fact too, I never been immunized my whole life, solely based off of my parents' beliefs. And I follow through with that. I'm very anti-vaccines, anti-medicine, even though I'm a registered nurse.
That's kind of ironic, right?
Too, people say it's ironic, but there's so many umbrellas of nursing, and people do forget how holistic.
That's okay. And is that your lane?
No, not. Not professionally, and not solely, but personally, yes. I resort to a lot of different herbs and stuff. I actually have a whole bunch of stuff over there right now that if I was to go over there and get the bags, you'd be like, oh, she's for real. I do practice.
So you jab people, but you don't take the jabs, you know what I'm saying? Like
something like that. Something like that. It be your own people, y'all. It be your own people. Something like that.
So, but no, like with the, just kind of going back though with the mental health and like the pushback, because like I felt like, this summer, like we seen that, like, because now I feel like it is starting to be, more talked about, whatever, and now we're starting to even see athletes, and like those are supposed to be the most resilient people, and it's unfortunate that like we gave pushback, and then like two of famous Black women in the Olympics, right? Like we kind of criticized them and for their choices and what they were saying, and like people make it like, oh, they must be doing it for like clout and things like that. But I was speaking of Simone Biles and then Naomi Osaka, right? Like both of them dropped out of different big events last summer, and people like they got kind of killed for that, you know what I mean? Like and like basically our society, like we're America's getting softer, our society's getting softer, because we're paying more attention to this stuff. Like, what do you like? I don't know, like that. I feel like that's like ass backwards. I think America, ass backwards, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think America puts too many labels on things.
Okay.
I think that there's never enough room for somebody to express themselves wholeheartedly or genuinely or organically without them being labeled something. No, just that y'all created this mess. The things that have been built over the years.
Okay.
and the things that darn, where was I going with it? I just lost it. It'll come back, Los.
Okay, okay,
But
yeah,
see, I'm about to get deep on it. It'll
okay,
come.
yeah.
But I feel like it goes back to me saying that we have to be considered strong, and that if
Okay, yeah, because you was talking about labels.
if we display anything less than strong,
Okay.
then we are criticized for it, we are put down for it, when the situations that occurred that put us in those type of scenarios, it's going to cause a domino effect. A reaction occurred because of what happened, and because I freely want to express myself, now that's an issue.
Yeah.
You know, and I just, I don't know. I think it's wrong altogether. I really commend and give Simone, and what was the other girl's name?
Naomi Osaka. She's with Corday, the rapper Corday.
Oh, okay.
I think they're together actually. So, but it's just crazy too, because, and it's funny. This is ironic. Like you obviously are advocate of those things, whatever. But like you also know too, working in healthcare, how flawed the system is. You know what I mean? Like especially with mental health. You know what I mean? Like there's people that aren't even getting seen, or they can't get seen. You know what I mean? Like unless like they're at the brink. You know what I mean? Unless they're like actually harming themselves, and it's just unfortunate because like now the pandemic made some of that type of stuff worse, whatever, but it's just like how do you feel about that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think mental health itself is played down. I think that is watered down to be looked or shunned upon as like a bad thing. I think that we don't put too much thought into it, where we need to put more thought into it, because honestly, that is the only difference between you and I and everybody else in this world. It's not the feelings, it's the thought pattern.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the mindset, and whatever occurred or whatever happened to me coming up, those values or those beliefs, if I don't unlearn them or learn something different, that is what creates character. And so I think that people don't get the appropriate attention and or help needed when they do cry out, and until it's too late. So I feel as though, and to be honest, I know it to be a fact that mental health is overlooked. It's downplayed. They either want to, well, come see me for another session, or I give you some medicine, instead of finding other tactics. To really get to the root of the problem and help people solve it, because a lot of people for real is just suffering from a relationship they may have not had with a parent, or a childhood trauma, and all they need is to be heard. I used to be a school nurse for 3.5 years. Okay. And the amount of pain and void that I seen in the kids, and see, me and you both can talk on it, because you in a classroom setting, I was in a nursing office. However, we both connected with these kids, and it's scary to see what the generations are to come, all from a lack of love, a lack of pouring into the little one that was created. So those are the mental issues that we see based off of what was given or not given when they was younger. I mean, that's a big percent. Now, the other percent is people could be brought up and be given everything in the world, and they just have a chemical imbalance that way. So I think that's what's happening. Probably people are conflating those two phenomenons. Like one, it is the experience, it is the nurture versus nature, but then sometimes naturally, sometimes people have different things. They have something going on with them. So okay, that's fair. That's good. That's deep. I'm glad you touched on that or whatever. So last thing that we'll talk about, and this is the brand. You know what I mean? It's Shineadolls, right? Right. Shineadolls Boutique. Whatever. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about changing the name. So I've been
really okay.
I've been in cahoots about changing the name. I think that it's a little too long one. Um,
Oh,
I don't know if when I initially made the name, there was some reasoning behind, I'm not just a doll or a porcelain doll that you find on a shelf. Like, this is real life
this
Shine.
is me, Shina. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shina. Okay, okay.
but yeah, so Shineadolls. So I've always had a thing for fashion. Like,
Okay, okay. That's
always
what you
been
mean when you was the like you was like the fly girl. Like people, yeah, I mean, you probably
one
had all the
of
Jordans, yeah, I mean, coming
one
up.
of
You know what I'm
one of
saying? Like,
one of
yeah.
many, because just real quick, there's beautiful women all over the world, but York does have a whole bunch of beautiful.
We do. I like
It,
when women say that because then it makes you think like, nah, we do, yo. Like, if you
like,
ever
we
go to like a
really
big
do.
event where people would have to like look their best, like you be like, damn, yeah, it's a lot of beautiful women.
It's some cuties, but then I'm not critiquing anybody's dress game. Like,
Oh yeah, not everybody got it.
everybody don't got it.
Everybody don't got it. Yeah, I mean,
That's I actually wanted to be a stylist too when I was young. Like, I
ooh.
used to meet even at this age of 36. Yeah, I'm 36, y'all.
Okay.
Even at this age,
She don't look no 36, y'all. She don't
thank
look
you.
36.
I like to play with clothes. Like, I could be in closets forever. Like, no, girl, you need this, you need this.
Yeah, yeah.
And so my main goal was always to be a nurse. As young as I can remember, I
Ah.
always wanted to be a nurse. But my passion has always been dressing and clothes, and that is a passion of
Okay,
mine.
okay, okay.
And so once I fulfilled the assignment of becoming a nurse, over the years I have become bored.
Oh, yeah, like just going home and
And
doing work and coming home, doing
yeah,
work, coming. Okay, okay.
I became bored, and then even though I know at heart, I will always want to take care of somebody, I get a high in literally helping people that can't do for themselves. It
Okay.
does something to me at my heart. Um, it always just kept being in the back of my head, like, yo, what's up with like, you gonna style some folks, or you just gonna let that dream just, go to the wayside?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It was in 2020, right after all of the kids went home for the pandemic,
Yeah,
for
yeah, 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 yeah.
that,
Everybody.
that I said, you know what, me sitting home with these kids, like, I need something else to do. And so one morning I woke up and it was like, girl, go on that state site and get your EIN and register. And it was from there
Oh.
things just kind of took off. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, because I was gonna say that, like, like you started your boutique, like you said, almost 2 years ago, and a lot of people go into that entrepreneur lane, as the main source of income because they're just tired of whatever working for somebody, and ain't nothing wrong with that. We're not talking about that, but however, since you are a professional, I was wondering like what kind of inspired, and you answered that. I mean, what inspired you to kind of, because yeah, you don't have to do this. Yeah, I mean, but it's your passion, and it
It's a
seems like
passion.
yeah. So where does that sense of style come from? Is it from your peers? Is it from your parents? Is it from music video? Like, do you got like something that inspired you? Like, where does that passion even come from? Like, what I mean? Or is it, yeah, you just dressing up your dolls and trying to make your doll? Yeah, like, I don't know. Like,
I didn't have many dolls growing up.
okay, okay,
And so there used to be a magazine out called People Style.
okay.
And I would fly to Walmart monthly because they came out. People's magazine always came out, but then there was a People Style, and I wish they still made the magazine, but they don't.
Oh,
It would come out monthly with all the new looks that was going, what colors was in for the season,
okay.
and back then, like, nowadays, fashion has no limits. Like, I can wear white in the winter and it'd be okay. I can wear
Yeah.
green. Back then, it was very more uniform. Like,
Yes.
this is what
This is in season. Like,
This
yeah,
is
you would hear that.
season.
You would hear that term. This is
Yes.
not in season.
This
This
is
is ah.
that's not it no more.
For
But
real. So you could wear anything.
you can wear animal print will never go out.
Okay.
You can wear neon orange in the winter and get away with it. You can wear
Okay.
pink or polka dots whenever, like it used to be.
Really?
Like
Okay.
flare legs is not in right now, but as we all know, history repeats itself, and I guess
Uh-huh.
fashion was just like tired of it. Like, you know what, now I feel like fashion is more so show me what you got. Oh,
Oh.
that's a good look. So when it came to what made me, I come from, I'm the youngest of five, so I was always around like my aunties and stuff.
Yeah.
And one particular auntie to this day, she is like a fashionista. And
Okay.
I always stayed around her. And my dad is pretty fly for his age.
Ah, that's a sub. That's a sub.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the credit to daddy. You know, mama, I still dress my mom. So,
Oh, okay, okay. Hey,
but
but she fly because of you. You know what I'm saying? Like she
I
look good.
mean,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's a
Sorry,
sub.
mama. I ain't mean to embarrass you, mom. Sorry. But
Right?
yeah,
No, no shade, no shade, mom, no shade.
yeah, no shade, mama. So yeah, that's where it came from. And so I just, that was another thing that I'm like, if not now, then when? You know,
Okay.
and my main thing was, how will I know if I win or lose at it if I don't never give it a try? So I'm already gonna lose for not trying it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me give this a run. Only, and if it doesn't work, that means that I went down the wrong street, because it's going
Okay.
to.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. So what would you like, how would you describe, like, what's your demographic for your, or like, are you, what's your style? Like what style are you trying to get out there? Cause I think maybe there's some, I don't know,
I always been like a girly girl, but
okay.
I've always found comfort in like sweats, earrings, some lip gloss. So I'm more of a like a roundaway type girl. Like any
Ah,
style, that whatever the occasion, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna show. So I don't really resonate with just a particular style. Like everything is not head to toe dressy, high
okay.
fashion. Like if throughout the year and a half of me selling, you kind of will see the storyline behind what I am presenting. And so my agenda was, or my vision, I don't want to say the mission, but my vision was to provide looks for the woman that's like in her 30s or 40s but still has like a youthful feel to them.
Ooh,
um
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so I wanted to provide things that, even if we push in late 30s, 40s, early 40s, I wanted women to still feel like they got it. Like
Okay. Okay.
your age doesn't define your style. And then
Okay.
too, with younger girls, like you can be young but look grown. So it's kind of like not younger girls, younger women.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
you can throw this on and still look good. And for the older woman, you can put this on and not feel aged.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So I talked about your positivity before, you know what I mean? We get that through just you talking to me right now, you know what I mean? Just this real positive. And then I also kind of got that through something that you reposted. So, the creator of Telfar?
Yes, Telfa.
Is this, oh, I thought there was an R, or is that, you
Telfar.
don't,
Uh,
tell,
uh, I,
yeah, I thought it was
it might be Telfar. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 okay. So the creator of that it's a bad company, you know what I mean? And it's one of them things where like now it's high fashion,
He's so dope.
you
Like
know what I mean?
he's so dope, so flamboyant, and I love it. Like I
Okay,
love
okay.
it.
I remember it's funny because I was like I've been into this like into podcasts for a while, and I remember I listened to this one local podcast out in Philly, it's called Right on Q Live, and I remember this was like 5 years ago. They was like talking about how hot they were, and like basically this one dude he used to flip them, you know what I mean? Like he would make some money, like basically how sneakers, he would like figure out when he was dropping them, he would buy a bunch and he would flip them, you know what I mean? But the message though was what you posted and you talked about it was where it took him about 10 years,
And yeah,
right, to get like any type of major recognition, and learning that. And what ways does that kind of motivate you? Like what made you, like what inspired you to like share that, you know what I mean, with everybody?
The main message was that he never gave up, and
Okay.
I put that in my post today. Regardless of what, you have to believe in yourself, and if he didn't continuously believe in himself, those 10 years that made him so boom today,
Yeah. Yeah.
we wouldn't know about Telfar.
Yeah.
Telfar. We wouldn't know what it took for him to get to where he was at. He said he went every single every single fashion week to Paris
Okay.
every
Yeah. Yeah.
single year and wasn't getting the recognition that he felt he deserved.
Yeah.
But then he also was able to, speak from a like it's my money that's
Yeah.
funding
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of this, and that alone just had me like turn him up even louder. Like, okay,
Okay.
you got my attention because I'm in the same boat. Like,
Okay.
I, I didn't take any handouts. This is coming from my pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
using my nursing money to get me to where I need to go. And so that's why I said I will go anywhere as long as it's forward and upward. I don't
Yeah. Yeah.
care how long it takes me, because I don't know when my next or when my breakthrough is going to be. And I encourage everybody that does have a dream, that does have a goal, do it every day, show up for you every day and push. That is
Yeah.
my main thing. You got to push through and really believe in yourself, because one, if you don't, who else gonna do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who else gonna believe
Correct.
in
Yeah.
you wholeheartedly if you don't present that? And so I struggle with that, because I've always been like a talkative, like outgoing. I'm very adventurous, but the
Yeah.
older I get, I am also finding out how introverted and more I enjoy me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I am trying to find that balance of within business. How do I still keep my privacy, but still be transparent enough to let people know who I am without telling, my business, my personal
Yeah. Yeah.
business, or even if I am sharing personal, what I want to share.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You controlling your narrative, not
yes,
not getting caught up in all the because that's what I'm saying. It'd be funny because like people, they have like social media drama and stuff, and I don't know why. Because like it's part of it is like why the stuff. Maybe they do want to post that stuff, but I feel like a lot of times when people be posting their hurt, you know what I mean, and just it's something else. You know what I mean, it's not
for
it's not,
attention. Let's
yeah,
say
yeah.
let's just speak on
Okay,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I do feel like people post for attention, and
Were you nervous when you posted what you posted today? Were you nervous or worried
not
that
at
people?
all.
Because you own
Not
it.
at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Because again, I, in order, I'm growing,
Yeah.
and a lot of successful people, however people define successful, but a lot of people that are known, their storyline and their life, whether they want to share it or not, the bigger that they get, the more that is put out into the universe, with or without them wanting to share.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
And what you shared, and not to cut you off, but what
No,
you
sure.
shared was deeper. I mean, people they gripe about the littlest inconveniences, and maybe for attention or airing out their dirty laundry. Like I don't think what you aired out wasn't dirty laundry. It was you. You know what I mean? It wasn't just some like.
It was
Yeah.
a brief walkthrough
Yeah.
about what I encountered in life. Some things, most things, I didn't ask to encounter. I didn't ask to have to experience soup kitchen.
Yeah, like a lot of things out of your control. A lot.
Some
Yeah.
things were out of my
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Me not going to school and repeating eighth grade, that was
That
on
would,
me.
yeah, that was on you.
That was
Yeah,
on me.
yeah. So there was some balance in there. There was some balance
Yeah.
in there. That's a sub.
Yeah.
That's a sub.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
yes.
the message, go ahead.
Yeah, no. You go. You go.
Okay. The message was solely to not give up on yourself, to believe in every fiber of your being, and be patient with
Yeah.
yourself. It takes patience. It takes self-awareness. The people, and that's another thing. I don't think people are fully aware of who they are. They're just
Okay.
existing. So once you understand and know who you are, then you know how, when things come your way, how to deal with them in such manners where you're not losing losing your cool or acting impulsively that and it took me a while to get there.
Yeah. So yeah, I love what you said about that too, and that message, just because like you're 36. I mean, I'm about to be 34, and like we kind of we're a little bit older professionals. I mean, that decided to, like, I don't know, pursue something different. I mean, or pursue something to add to our lives. I mean, and things like that. So and I'm sure it is inspirational to many people, because what you were just saying, like, don't, if you want to start something, start it now. I mean, don't wait. Like, I mean, it ain't never gonna be the right time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, I know some people are perfectionists, but sometimes that perfectionist can turn into procrastination. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And stuff like that. So, like,
you're gonna have to learn as you go.
You gotta learn as you go.
You're gonna learn as you go.
Yeah, and like I said, like I that speaks to me, because like I jumped out there last year, man, and it didn't look like this. I tell you that. It looked janky as hell. I tell you that. And then like I said, just little tweaks, whatever, and we growing, man. So you talked about his ultimate goal and things like that. Last question, major question. What is the ultimate goal for the brand? What's up? What you trying to do?
What am I trying to do? I am trying to grow.
Fashion Week, you trying to hit Fashion Week? You trying to hit, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Like,
I'm definitely not trying to hit Fashion Week.
Okay.
I always had another dream to work behind the scenes, and really style like high-end things. But the ultimate goal is to have a network of women where I am the face of, and just all about women empowerment. Like, I am very big and there's a couple things I don't want to really mention, because when you gotta be careful what you throw out to the universe.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about like the sauce? Like, you ain't. Yeah, don't give them too much sauce.
Yeah, I don't want to give them
don't give away IP here. We don't give away IP. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. No. But there is some things under wraps that I would like to see from my brand as it grows. I am definitely proud of where where it stands right now. Do I wish it could be a lot farther? I do. However, I'm a single mom of 2. I work 8 hours every day being a unit manager, nurse, and so sometimes, let's just be real, when I get home after I cook dinner and my first job is being a mom,
of course. So
sometimes the business gets backburnered because my 16 and 4-year-old needs me more than the business.
Oh, that's a gap right there, girl. Snap!
That's a whole different topic.
We ain't got time for that either. So
don't got time for that.
Oh shit! Well, we had to bring you back.
Yep, bring me back. I'll be more than happy to be here with you.
That's what's up. So, before we go, because I do have a question, or not a question, a joke kind of like.
Hey, did I answer your last question?
No, you did. Yeah, I think your ultimate goal is to. No, maybe you didn't.
I think I did.
Okay, you did.
I didn't want to give like I gave the salt and the pepper. I didn't want to tell the other ingredients.
Yeah, your ultimate goal is what is under wraps. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So it was funny. So my man, Theotis Dakotas, Teddy, Teddy from Runaway. Teddy DeWitt. I don't want to
Teddy Dreads.
Teddy Dreads. Okay, so he said,
I call him that in my head. Teddy Dreads.
Okay, Teddy Dreads. All right, Teddy Dreads. You know what I'm saying? He said a funny joke, and I said to him in his comment section, I say, I gotta say this to my next female guest, whatever. So you're here. So he said, yo, all pencils aside, ladies, who got real eyebrows out here?
Who got what?
who got real eyebrows out here? Or who got eyebrows out here? He said pencils aside. I mean, because you talked about trends and like fashion, and you know how like you said anything goes. Does that still apply for certain beauty aesthetics? Because I remember when y'all was rocking the thin, y'all one of y'all Jones super thin. Now they super. Now they a little thicker.
I can't speak for whoever, draw them things on. I can't speak for that. However, whatever makes a female or a woman feel their best or beautiful more than what they did prior to what they're doing, so what? Let them do it.
Oh, let them do it, Teddy Dreads.
Let them do it now. You know, some men may not find it attractive, or they, you know, but it ain't for them. If they're doing it for them, for their self-confidence, it's just not for that man. Well,
all right. So this is my pushback, right? So this is
eyebrows or lashes.
Well, no, just in general, because what you just said, something about like, oh, if they feel beautiful, whatever. This is my pushback, right? Because women, y'all have tight friendships sometimes, but I don't think y'all loyal. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. It's because sometimes y'all would let your friend, the one friend that, you know, maybe don't know how to put it together, y'all would let your friend come out the house, you know what I mean, looking all type of ways. Why y'all be doing that?
My girls, okay, and
I
don't run with too many people, but I don't have a lot of people that I will call friend, but I am cool with a lot of people.
Okay.
And, I'm vocal at the end of the day, so I don't want to say anything.
Like, girl, no.
That's me. That's me.
Respect. I respect you.
I'll sit there and be looking like, where are you going with that? Or what you doing?
You ain't coming with me. Like that's like.
Nah, I ain't saying that. I'ma just be like, but I have friends that will text me like, sis, what you think about this?
Okay.
I might hit them with the emoji like, or like with the eyes, but that happens very, very rarely and far in between.
Okay.
You know, but to the girls that got friends that, you know, don't let y'all know that y'all looking a mess. They ain't your real friend.
They ain't your real friends, right?
I would just let you know, like, and
that's how we feel as men. We like, why? Come on now.
They ain't your real friend. You know what I'm saying? If
it's 3 of y'all, 4 of y'all, and then you know it's a certain aesthetic, and then it's the one, and it's like, why y'all do? Like, I know y'all gotta include. You probably gotta include her, but like, give her something to wear. Shit.
But now let me speak on that. You cannot change a woman's decision that's already confident with what she doing, even if it don't look right to somebody else, because guess what, even though it may not look right to it may be 20 people in a room, even if it don't look right to the 19, it might look right to the one. And even if